Alright boys and girls, how are we doing? Welcome back to another video on the channel. So, we've got a different one today. It's not Tell's Food Reviews, but it sort of is, but I'm cooking this time. So, recently, it's been my birthday. I've got this, I'll show you on a cinematic, everything that's in it. Basically just going to do a new series, trying all the different rubs on steaks, ranking them 1 through 10, whether I'd eat them again or not, we'll see. But I'm going to show you me applying it to the steak, cooking it, and then obviously at the end we'll test it all. Alright, so we've spun the wheel. Obviously that was earlier, I had to get it all prepped. But as you can see from that clip that I've just installed, we have got the Caribbean barbecue rub. So we're gonna test it on the steak. I'll show you me cooking it, I'll show you me applying it, how I base it. This steak's been out for 25 minutes. It is a sirloin. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna apply it all, do all the good stuff, chuck it on the hob, 2.5 minutes, flip it, let it rest, 8 minutes, sorted. All right, so I'm just gonna base the steak in all of the spices. Obviously, Caribbean rub, salt and pepper, nice and easy. I'm gonna put the salt and pepper on first. I've only just opened this, so I'm gonna give it a smell test actually. It smells quite nice to be fair, but it's all about taste. So we'll just base it nicely. Generous amount of salt. Generous amount of pepper. And then, I don't know, it looks like sand. Don't know how much of this to put on. It's coming out. Let's get this toothpick in it. There we go. So I don't know how much of this to put on. That's a deal. Oh, it's got seeds in it. Didn't know that. All right. So we'll just rub that on nicely. I might put a little bit more on to be honest, because it doesn't look like it's covering all the bases. Try and get as much on the fat as possible, as that's all where all the flavours come from. Put a little bit more on. Might have to leave the seeds on, and that might be what cooks it better. Alright, do the edges. Now onto the other side, we'll do salt and pepper again. I'm gonna have to wash up this salt. Salt done. That's the pepper. And then again, the Caribbean barbecue rub. Now, I believe that barbecue doesn't go on steak because it just sounds like it doesn't. I believe this would go on chicken. However, this box is literally meant for steak. So, it's a bit of a confusing one. However, it's all about taste. So, again, just rub it in. Like I said, this has been sitting out. I did dab it dry as well with some kitchen roll. But that's how you want your steak looking. So we're now gonna put a bit of oil, a bit of butter on the pan, let it melt in, let it heat up, and then steak straight on. 2.5 minutes, flip, 2.5 minutes, rest, 8 minutes, sorted. What we'll do, a decent bit of oil, and again, a little generous bit of butter. Chuck that on, and we'll let that heat up, melted, nice and hot, steak on. Also, if you didn't notice already, it does say Tell's Food Reviews. I got it as a birthday present. Alright, I'm going to chuck the steak on. It seemed hot enough. We'll chuck it up one more. Don't know if it's hot enough to be honest. However, we're going to send it. Let's chuck it on. Lovely jubbly. Alright. Alexa, set a timer for 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
2 minutes and 45 seconds, starting now.
So, oh, this smells banging, honestly. Been on there for about 2 minutes. Oh, look at the seal on that bad boy. Come closer, have a look at this. How's the seal? Alexa, set a timer for 2 minutes and 25 seconds. What we're going to do quick is we're just going to prepare for it to rest. It's a decent amount to fully wrap it. So then after we bake it, you just chuck it in there, wrap it up quick time. We have a minute left on our timer. Steak is looking wonderful, I'll be honest. So we'll start baking that in a second. We're not going to go the full time. Start baking it, take it off. Alexa, timer off. Right, so that is the garlic chucked in. Gonna add a bit of butter. A lot of butter. Turn the steak to the side. Oh, that's hot. Let the butter melt, move it around a little bit. Bring the steak towards me. Alright, it's melted. We're going to chuck the garlic on top. So, as it stays. And then we're just going to start baking. Nice and beautifully. Look at that, wonderful. Alright, so now, that's sorted. We're gonna chuck this, I'll just leave it there for now. I'm gonna chuck the steak. That's wonderful. I'm gonna chuck the steak right in the middle and pour a little bit of butter on top. Not too much. Looking nice and juicy. Now, wrap the bastard up. That's hot. Alexa, set a timer for 8 minutes. In 8 minutes time, that'll be ready. So, the time has come. It's rested for 8 minutes, probably more like 8.5. It's the most important bit, cutting it, because it depends on whether it's a good steak or not. I mean, just from that looks wonderful. So, pick it up, put this to the side. I'm just going to chop it straight down the middle. It's the best knife I got. Now that's not too bad. I am happy with that. That is, I'm happy with that. I think, yeah, look at that. That is what you want. That is a medium. That is what you want. So, the next clip you're gonna see, I'm gonna have this cut up. I'm gonna have it in my dinner, which I've got mash and I've got chimichurri sauce. I'm gonna try it without the chimichurri sauce or any of the mash, but then I'll chuck whatever I need to on after. Alright, it's the moment of truth. We'll be testing it. So I'm gonna go, probably this bit here, best looking bit. I'll show the camera. If I can get out of the mash. It's wonderful. Give it a go. Alright, I can definitely taste the rub. I wouldn't say it's the best rub I've ever had on a steak, to be honest. And obviously this is a blind ranking out of 12. Because obviously you've got 12 different spices. So, I think that the Caribbean barbecue rub is going to have to go. I'm going to put it fifth. I'm going to put it fifth. Just because there's potential for it to be a lot better. But then there's also potential for others to be much worse. However, I should be coming out with a video within the next week, hopefully. Dogs came to say hello. Yeah, within the next week, I should be Going out with another video. It's got stuck in my apron.
You can smell the steak.
Yeah, so should be coming out with another video next week. If you do like it, please subscribe, like, let me know in the comments if you ever tried the Caribbean rub. And I'll put a link in the description for where you can get all the rubs and all the spices. But until then, I'll see you lot later.